I remember that.
But nobody was on the street.
Nobody.
I was sitting here, I jumped up out of my sleep, and I was like,
That shit was loud.
he got
Come around, yeah.
The caller has company
No, you can leave that in there. Oh.
They might ask you if you guys know.
Yeah, real form. Right. You fall for the last, open the group at the connector.
Car's just sitting there, like they can't figure it out. Wow. It can't figure it out. That's unbelievable.
I'm checking a message en route now for Dale Street.
Wow, that's unbelievable. These people really, they really can't drive. Wait till the summertime really kicks in.
She's right here. Hey, we wanna have a pull up here.
Okay. Did I take my key?
Call as well as fire.
Yeah, he's talking to where he's having trouble breathing. We're on the bridge by some Bravo 102. With the permission of the PS, can we change that to an investigate person? Fox 980, which call was that, please?
Sorry, I thought you gave me this already. 1056 Alexander Street. A woman has custody of the other female's 3 children.
Alright, man, I'll probably do that.
Yes. The Bravo PS. The Bravo PS authorized that state?
Yeah, that's correct, ma'am. I spoke with the 102.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Guys, everybody's daydreaming. There's a police officer standing right here trying to direct traffic, and everybody's like daydreaming in the middle of the road. It's unbelievable. I don't know if they can see her or not, but I can see her, so I don't know why. It's broad daylight. I don't see why they couldn't see her.
I'll be still code 19, 339.
My eyesight is not the greatest, guys, so you know.
36 apparently the car that took the mother-in-law away from that location. We'll call back when they return.
Looks like from the impact of that car, it pushed the wheel back, so it's hitting the quarter panel. That's why the wheel won't roll.
Now, I'm just finishing up with Marcus right now. I can just do that.
I think these drivers are going to share that 50-50 because the front of their vehicles both came in contact. So you're responsible for the front of your vehicle. You're more responsible for the driver's side than the passenger side, but because the two fronts came in contact, they're going to probably fault both drivers at fault for the accident. That's usually how that pretty much works. Because you're responsible for your driver front most, but you're responsible for both fronts, but more favor the driver front, if that makes any sense. You have two driver fronts hit each other, and they're both 100% at fault. Unless you could prove somebody went out of the lane and did something they wasn't supposed to be doing. You're gonna get this. I don't know if everybody does that when they're driving. They all stop to see what's going on. Maybe just curiosity. I think it's just curiosity. People just, they can't, I'm staying on this side so I can see all the curiosity drivers that drive and stop. And like, if you want, you can just pull over a little bit. It makes more sense to pull over. And this guy kind of did something he shouldn't have done on the wrong side of the road. I'm too sure what he got going on there, but.
412. Two callers, 495 to the last.
Yeah, we might hang around for the tow because Mark likes the tow scene, so I hang around for my man Mark to get this tow scene going. That's provided nothing else comes up. No, perfectly good-looking cars before they got into an accident. Or we're not gonna call them accidents. Sorry about that. Crash. Every time I say accident, Mark always goes, "It's not accidents. They call crashes." There should be a stop sign here, but even though it's not a stop sign, you treat it as if it's a stop sign. You just don't fly out. You kind of like you want to judge that you're coming out. You still want to jump out and come on the oncoming traffic. That wouldn't be good. So every time you're coming into an intersecting street, you always got to stop and look for cars coming either way. You just don't run out. Like, I mean, I see cars do that all the time, but that's not what you're supposed to do. Cars come out flying. They come flying like 40, 50 miles an hour, and if they don't see nobody, they keep going. But when they do see somebody, they can't stop. So it doesn't make any sense.
Disregard. But cancel EMS is the best thing for now.
Roll up to 5-1, you can cancel for now, thank you.
Let's see how that black car comes to a full stop. Now he's contemplating. Maybe because the accident's here too, though. I keep saying accident, crash. Maybe because the crash is here. Yeah, go ahead. You got plenty of space. Go, just go.
Just running off down the street right now.
Oh, you got a lot of space, my man. A lot of space. Take off the headphones. You know what? I think they should start doing a vision test over. A lot of people can't see when they're driving. That's the problem. And when you do this so-called driving test, no one tests people's vision anymore. And if you can't see where you're going, that's not good either. It helps to know where you're driving. That's how you can drive. But if you can't see where you're going, that's not good. I've done videos where I've seen people, like their fire trucks blocking the entire street, and they'll ride right up there and won't realize the fire truck's up there till they get to the very end. It's like they almost got like narrow tunnel vision. It's unbelievable. Obviously, you gotta go. Obviously, he gotta go because he's blocking the traffic. He doesn't understand that. Like, he shouldn't be driving. He's too old to be driving. Yeah, that's not safe.
Engine 52 at 29, a motor vehicle accident with injury, Blue Hill Avenue, and Babson Street. Mattapan, nearest box 3648, Blue Hill Avenue, Rock Hill Street, 1732.
Blue Hill and Babson got a motor vehicle accident as well. A lot of people just can't drive.
Engine 28, Tower Ladder 10, an odor of natural gas, 49 St. Rose Street. Jamaica Plain, engine 28, Tower Ladder
no one's
10,
paying
an
attention.
odor
Look at
of
that.
natural
No one's paying
gas,
attention.
49 St. Rose Street. Jamaica Plain, nearest box 2516 St. Rose Street, NR Jamaica Street, 1733.
So this reminds me in elementary school when they had like follow instructions. No one follows instructions. Tell somebody to do something, they all can't. Almost like dictation. Remember they used to do that in class? Write down the same exact words I say. These people can't follow these kind of instructions. These are basic commands that they cannot follow. So that means your motor skills are not working properly. That means
15 Paul, put me back in the 19th, please.
your motor skills are not working too well. That means that you cannot chew bubble gum and walk at the same time. Basically that's what that means. He asked her for her phone number and she said call 911. That's a good, I like that one. How did you guys pick that up? This guy over here asked the officer for a phone number and she said call 911. I like that one. Six 617-911. You're already on camera. Too late. It's too late now. You became the spotlight when you asked her for a phone number. Well, you.
Bravo base.
Oh man. Actually, the phone number for 911 if you're in the Boston area is 617-343-4911. So if you're calling from a landline, you want to call 911 if you can't get 911 directly. Because sometimes cell phones, what they do is they pick up the closest cell tower that goes to 911 directly. But if you're out of the city, you want to call Boston 911, it's 617-343-4911. It's very important to know your local police and fire emergency numbers directly rather than through 911, just in case you have to do it that way.
19 Robert Field.
I forget EMS. EMS has the 343 number too. I think it's, I'm not going to even try to guess that one. I think I have it in my phone though. But if you could call Boston, they always transfer you to 911 and fire anyway. So as long as you get one of them right, that's all that matters. I know Mark's gonna complain about the high visible vests. Mark's a big YouTube subscriber. He's big on safety. He's always saying gloves, high visible vests, you know, which is true. Like, I mean, that's part of the safety when you're working. I guess we'll hang around for the tow. When the tow shows up, we're good to go. Oh, we gotta wait for the tow scene and we'll be out of here.
I thought you was like, I didn't know the street.
And the other thing, this street here, which is Regent Street, should have a stop sign coming out into Dale. I don't know why the city doesn't put a stop sign there. But there's a lot of streets like that don't have stop signs. But should we have to explain to everybody they have to stop before they come out to a intersecting street?
Turkey Drive for 1 adult female from this location. 79 Dedham Street on the 4th side. 114. 7. Station drop and moving. Cancel EMS. Station drop and moving. No need for EMS. 1730.
Let's see how long it takes for the according to contract, it's like, what's it, 15-20 minutes max? Any more than that's supposed to be breach of contract?
They're on scene at MBA, Blue Hill Ave and Babson Street. They've been on scene for a couple minutes now.
Blue Hill Ave and Babson. And he's got plenty of space. He can get either or. They're good drivers. Capital Waste is probably the best drivers on the road. Trust me. Yeah, oh yeah, they're good. They can go either side. Trust me, he can make either side. They're like the. I tell you the reason why they're so good, because they could back up better than people could drive forward. They actually could back up a whole street. Trust me, they could back up a whole street better than someone could drive forward. And I know a guy that works for Capital Waste. They're pretty good at it. This guy Ray, well, I don't know if you want me to say his name, but Ray, he used to work for Capital Waste. He used to be a hard-working guy out there. Worked for Capital. I know a few other people that work for Capital. But Capital Waste got some of the. I'm not saying they're all good, but a lot of them are pretty good. A lot of them are pretty good. Like they could put that truck into the same blueprint of the truck, pretty much. Like even with the mirrors and all, they can get it right in there. Matter of fact, they should get a job work for the T and teach some of the T drivers how to drive. Because some of the MBTA drivers cannot drive a bus to save their life.
Engine 3, enter no vehicle, East Concord Street, and Harrison
Shouldn't be giving
Avenue,
Capital too much credit, but I know a lot of Capital drivers out there, so I'm gonna give you guys a plug. You guys do a great job out there.
Boston, nearest Max 165.
The ones that are working anyway.
East Concord Street, 1740.
Look at this guy. Why did he do that? They just did that on their own. Nobody told him to do that. He just did that on his own. I don't know what always stay to the right, guys. When you're driving on the road, stay to the right. Unless otherwise. Stay to the right. There you go. Stay to the right. There's officers telling them stay to the right and they're going to the left. But you can't. I gotta get another angle. No, maybe not, because they make these drivers look like they're stupid. But the officers are like right to my right, and they're literally waving them to go the way they're supposed to be going, and they took upon themselves to go to the other side. That's why seeing is believing. I gotta get it. I should get. Interesting.
Fire alarm, ladder 29. Ladder 29. One page is for EMS.
Another member of Local 25. So Local 25 covers all truckers. Because it covers UPS drivers and capital waste drivers. Although most of the trucking industry is covered by Local 25. There's some that are not, but a lot of them are. This is another one. Look at that. Way over there. And just so you guys know, there's more space on the right than the left. I'm going to walk up so you can see what I'm talking about. There's more space on the right-hand side than the left-hand side. When you're looking at this roadway, right, you got plenty of space on the right-hand side. The officer's telling you stay to the right, but they're going to the left. So figure this out. I'm going to step back here so you kind of see what I'm talking about. See how he's backing up the street? Look at that. There he goes. Back up the whole entire street. I don't know if I caught it on video. He's backing up the entire street backwards. So these guys could back up better than people could drive forward. Look at that. He's backed up the whole entire street. There we go. Way back there. Another one. These guys can't figure that out. Stay to the right. They tell you in the driving book. Always stay to the right. That's how you cause an accident on the wrong side of the road. Hey, follow the. No one. That's the other thing too. No one actually read the driving book. A lot of these new drivers never read the driving manual, and that's the other problem. They never read the driving manual. They don't know what's in the driving book. Now, if you go on the left-hand side of the road, unless the police officer tells you to do it, you're on the wrong side of the road. You hit somebody, you're 100% at fault. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you tell them there's a car in the middle of the road. They're going to ask you a whole bunch of stupid. Stay to the right, my man. Stay to the right. I mean, that's not hard to figure out, guys. That's definitely not hard to figure out. I'm going to step back here so you can see what they see. And you tell me if this is hard to figure out.
Engine 33, ladder 17, an order of natural
There's
gas.
no way you can't figure this out.
Boston, engine 33, ladder
No way.
17, an order of natural gas, 259 Beacon Street, Boston.
And everybody gonna say, Nez, well, nobody's experienced driver like you, but I'm not experienced driver myself. I just follow the rules of the road, like when I have to, anyway. Look at that. Stay to the right. Always stay to the right. Never go to the left. There's a car in the middle of the road. Stay to the right. Look at this. Another one. Well, look at that. Didn't follow the leader, goes the wrong way. So those of you who don't or haven't read the driving book, go to the registry Hopefully, they still will give out books. The books are a lot thinner and smaller than they first came out when I was taking the test. But get that book.
Can you move I-19 to
Either read it
Circle?
online or read it physically. But read everything word for word. What you're supposed to do at railroad crossings, intersections. What you're supposed to do with come intersection with no working lights. You know, there's all rules and regulations. It tells you everything you need to know about driving in that book. When you can make a left turn on red, when you can't make a left-hand turn on red. You know what I mean? All that stuff's in the book. Stay to the right. Stay to the right. The right. The right. You're right. You only got one way. Right. Stay to your right and go straight. Yeah, stay to the right though. You wanna, yeah. You gotta go straight, but yeah, don't go straight to the left. Stay to the right.
Number 259 Beacon Street, here, left 15.
And maybe they don't know. Maybe that's what it is too. Maybe they don't know their right from their left. That could be possible. I never thought about that. Because we experienced that at my job one day. There's a guy that didn't know his left from his right.
Ladder 17 has it.
Wow. Is that part of the road test when they ask you left and right? Did they actually?
259 Beacon
They
Street.
used to tell you to do the hand signals. They don't even do that anymore.
Natural gas. 259
I
Beacon
wonder.
Street, Boston. Nearest box 1575 Beacon and Dartmouth.
You know what?
Street,
I'm not even being funny. That's serious now. Some people don't know their left from their right. Interesting. We assume that they know their left from their right because we know our left from our right, but you know that's serious. Because we was installing a sink, obviously hot water's on the left, cold's on the right. So this guy told me he didn't know the left side was supposed to be the hot side, and the right side was supposed to be the cold side. But that's universal, and at least in Massachusetts and throughout the United States, it's hot on the left, cold on the right. But somehow he got the cold on the left and hot on the right. But he didn't know left from right. So I'm not even being funny, guys. This is serious. And now look at this, another one. You can't make this up. The registry police, I agree with Mark. The registry police do have to come back out here. They can start pulling people's licenses and make them take the test all over again. Because that tells me that they don't know how to they can't effectively pass a road test. That's what it tells me. I hate to do a lot of talking, but this one's going to be a lot of talking. Trying to kill some time. Stay to the right, my man. Keep going. No, go. Stay to the right. You dropping somebody off? You can drop them off. But when you go down, you stay on the right-hand side. Trying to fill up the empty airspace with almost another accident already, another crash we should call it. Now I'm curious to know what did the driving instructors teach these people on the roadway.
Engine 29, ladder 11, a local alarm, 71. Engine 29, ladder 11, a local alarm, 71 Hillside.
The fire department did try to get that car off the road, but it looked like the right wheel was kind of locked up somehow. It looked like it's pried up against that the fender, like the back part of the fender. So like somehow the axle might have got shifted a little bit. Yeah, that person is having a tough time navigating that small turn right there. Very easy turn to navigate. They're having a tough time doing it though, for some reason.
Engine 22, a medical alarm.
One day I do a video of Capital Waste drivers in action. I seen these guys back up a whole block, just freestyling, just using the mirrors, just backing up. No spotter or nothing like that. Just back the whole thing up. You know, better than people who drive forward. Believe it or not, they could back up better than people could drive forward. It's not hard. It's just keeping your blind spot where your blind spot is supposed to be and watching your mirrors. And then some of them trucks do have cameras on the back too, but a lot of the guys don't. They don't use the cameras. They just use the actual mirrors.
Only opposition safely at 33 Mass Avenue. Tower ladder 10. I take that back. Fire alarm, engine 28. We're with the patient. We're at the Forest Hills MBTA station.
This tour might take longer than we expected it. This is real time, no cutting, no editing. So we're about 43, 44 minutes into it.
Tell up 12 mini.
12 mini free.
Here comes the tow truck now. Hey, what's up, my man?
Just wanted to say hello.
Hey.
We met on Townsend Street.
Oh, Townsend?
When they had the kids up in the building.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That was when they surrounded the building and got the kids out of there.
Yeah, man, I watch your videos every day.
Really?
I just wanted to say hello to you,
Cool.
man.
I do remember you.
Hey, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, be well, man.
Take care, my man. Be safe. That's a while back. I do remember him when we auto service and tires here. What's going on, my man? How you doing? She's telling him to stop. Look at this. Prime example. The officer's telling this car to stop, and the car kept going. Like, they don't follow instructions at all. Nobody follows instructions at all. The red car, look at it. He's like deer in the headlights. Like, how he can't figure this out? I think they're gonna start yanking license and just start yanking a whole lot of license. I think once someone loses their license for like 30 days, I think that'd be like a wake-up call to figure it out. They got 30 days to figure it out. before the registry gives it back to them. They make them take a driving, make them take an advanced driving course too while they're at it. I don't know what's going on with that. She wants to back up because the trash truck's up there, but just go up. You don't try to back up into a. You don't back up into oncoming traffic. That's not safe. All right, guys. Look like Auto Service and Tire came to save the day. Gonna grab some of those loose pieces off the ground. Alright guys, I guess we're done here. If anything else comes up, we'll get back to you. He's gonna pull to the side right quick. What's up, my man? This is basically a cut through. So a lot of people use this to cut through from Washington to cut the Walnut or cut the Warren. This is basically I mean, it's basically what it is. It's a cut through street. It's one of those streets like Townsend. They use it to get from one street to the other street. They don't live on the street. They never have any business on the street. They're just cutting through to get to the other side. And what they're doing, they try to avoid the traffic. A lot of people find different ways to avoid traffic lights, or and that's where they do it. So all those bike lanes just push people to the side streets anyway. That's pretty much what it does. All right, guys, I'm gonna head up out of here. If anything else comes up, we'll get back to you. right, guys, catch you on the next one.